Hello and welcome into another edition of the Sun Devil Source 2-Minute Drill. I'm Sammy Miller alongside Chris Cartman following ASU football's weekly press conference with interim head coach Sean Aguano, where he stated that Emory Jones is not only cleared to play, but will be the starting quarterback at Stanford. Chris, what else did Aguano have to add on that?
Yeah, so I kind of pushed Aguano about whether or not this would be a platooning opportunity given how well that Trenton Bourguet played against Washington, and he said that he doesn't prefer to do that. He wants a rhythm established with the starting quarterback. He also said that Emory Jones or anyone that shouldn't lose their job over an injury. So Jones will start, but Aguano did say also that he's going to have a quick hook if he feels like the quarterback play isn't up to his expectations. He's going to go ahead and replace Jones with Bourguet, and so it's something that we'll have to continue to watch.
Now, because these Sun Devils did have this bye week, their defense was really able to self-evaluate, and one of those big takeaways was they need to be more aggressive. What are your thoughts on that?
Right, so this was something that Sean Aguano said pretty clearly a couple weeks ago that we highlighted, was that he wanted to be more aggressive. We saw that on the offensive side of the ball quite clearly over the last couple weeks with improved passing game, the RPO, and with what they were doing with the quick game, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands, going to more empty sets. But defensively, it's been a little bit lagging behind, right? I don't think they've blitzed as much as Sean Aguano has wanted. They've been a little bit too relaxed in their coverage, especially on the perimeter. They're going to dial it up this week pretty clearly. Donnie Henderson allowed that when he has a coach who wants to be aggressive and makes that very obvious to him, it frees up his mind to be able to play more man coverage and bring more pressure. ASU has the fewest sacks in the Pac-12 and the only team with 0 forced fumbles, and both of those are byproducts of being aggressive.
Now, heading into this Stanford game, it doesn't look like Ladarius will be playing because of that hand injury. So what do you think that will really affect the team, and also what other injuries should we be looking out for?
Well, he's their most important offensive lineman, their best player at left guard, Ladarius Henderson. We're going to find out more in the next day or so whether or not he's going to be able to be available. Now, Ben Bray, local product at Red Mountain High School, was actually quite good and surprised me actually against Washington with how he performed replacing Ladarius Henderson. Of course, they're also looking at Des Holmes because he didn't play at right tackle against Washington, which then led ASU to play Emmett Boley, their top backup at tackle on the right side. Very impressive because ASU gave up 0 sacks in that game against Washington, which had a pretty good pass rush. So we'll see if they're able to hold up with Ben Bray as a left guard. Stanford has shown improvement with their front in the last couple weeks, and so it'll be another big test. But it does appear, though, that Des Holmes might be back, which gives them some flexibility along their offensive front.
Well, that's all the time we have today on this edition of the Sun Devil Source 2-Minute Drill. But don't worry, we have a lot of more content for you, so make sure to follow along on sundevilsource.com.